Almost 40 years ago, Mr. Tom Neal and a team of community leaders had a vision of building a first-class YMCA to serve the Brewton area. A place that builds a sense of community, where everyone is welcome. A place where children can learn and thrive, and adults can improve their health. The founders' vision became a reality as they acquired 52 acres and built a 45,000 square foot facility featuring an indoor gym, pool, track, and weight room. It was so well received that an additional gym, state-of-the-art fitness center, and aerobics room have been added. Today, the Brewton area YMCA serves 18,000 people annually from 5 counties. Many of the current members are third-generational descendants of the original charter members. The Brewton area YMCA serves an entire list of offerings to the public. Swimming lessons and water safety, swim team, water exercise, youth sports, child care and after-school programs, summer youth programs, lifelong fitness for all ages and abilities. Through the generosity of our members and the community, we are proud to still offer over $65,000 per year in financial assistance for programs and memberships to those in need. Each YMCA member has a personal reason for belonging.
I'm a lifelong Brewton resident, born and raised here, graduated from high school from here. So yeah, all my time's been in Brewton. So I love this small town. I've only been coming to the Y since April 23, so about a year roughly. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease back in 2014, and as my some things started deteriorating and stuff like that, the doctor kept telling me, "Got to move, got to keep moving, got to exercise." So I came up here, looked at the facilities; they're first class, and so I started, trying to make a change, and it's been a very nice change. Anything imaginable you could want to do or exercise on, they've got it here. There's nothing you could imagine that you'd want to work on or try that they don't have. I mean, they got a huge Olympic-sized, heated swimming pool. You can swim year-round if you want to. So, got people with medical conditions that have to exercise. We've got equipment that's actually wheelchair accessible. You can hook the wheelchair up to it and do it. So there's really, it's hard to come up with an excuse why you couldn't get in here and find something to do and make yourself feel better. I'm Kevin Ladnier, and thank you for my Y.
It sort of sets a tone for the whole city. There's not very many cities our size, if any, that have a YMCA like we have. It's a first-class operation. Well, after a while, you sort of get used to the Y being there, and you get used to its programs and things. But we didn't always have that here. And the structure that the Y brings, the number of programs that it brings to adults and children, safety, qualified instructors and teachers and coaches, makes all the difference in the world. When the YMCA was built, it was built with a swimming pool. Over time, the city of Brewton's public swimming pools, which most of them were built maybe World War II. And as those pools became obsolete, the first one didn't get replaced until about 3 years ago. Well, then we needed lifeguards, and the YMCA again came to our rescue. They train lifeguards, they run the whole pool program for us, and it's run right. When site selectors are looking for a site for a new company, they have a list, a real broad list where they start. And their job is to narrow that list down to 1 or 2 sites before the company even comes here. So they are looking for a reason to mark your city off. So if you can make your city where it's got things such as the Y and paved streets and good schools and all those things, your chances of actually getting a site visit go way up, especially a town our size.
Grew up playing here probably since the time I was 6, 7, 8, I don't know. Spent a lot of hours down in that cage down there before it was covered, and now after it's covered, I've been down there with a lot of kids, you know, working on lessons and stuff. So this place means a lot to me. It's kind of where I first learned to love the game. Yeah, I guess that's just the whole cycle of like how the game goes. You know, being young, I had such a great opportunity to have an amazing dad who knew a lot about the game. I had a lot of great coaches out here at the Y. Steve Dickey helped me out a lot. And just getting to learn the game from them and then use that information to try and be the best player you can be. And then after your career is over, then it's time to use, you know, what have I learned in my journey that I can pass along to the next generation of kids. So, and seeing the day-to-day that goes into making a field look good. It's hours every day. And the fact that the Y is able to upkeep, you know, these 4 down here, the Babe Ruth field, and all their indoor facilities. I was in there working out this morning. I mean, the fact that they can somehow juggle all of those things and make it look the way it does is really impressive. Having the platform like we did here to be able to be a young kid and look up at, you know, when I was 8, I look up at the 12-year-olds hitting home runs out here. And I was like, I want to be able to do that. You know, that looks fun. So just being in an organization that allowed me to kind of look up and pursue being better at the sport helped me out tremendously. It just went by so fast. But I clearly remember each piece of it, for sure. It was a great time. Loved every bit of it. I'm Drew Williamson, and thank you for my Y.
Just a mixture. Preschool, kids play basketball, tennis, swim team on Saturday. Just a lot of stuff goes on. See the whole thing pretty much. I usually walk up here. I walk 30 minutes up here. One day I rotate it. Then I walk 30 minutes on the treadmill downstairs. Then I'll do some weights. It had to be, I probably started coming up here, and I guess it was in the 90s. Right after they built it, I guess. Last year we put a new roof on, put new treadmills in, put a lot of new equipment in since Rob been here. Redid the pool around the area, the drain ledge, and put a new heat pump on the pool. It costs a lot of money to keep this place going and to keep it up, keep the equipment where we need to keep it. If I had to rate it, I'd get a good 100 because it's really important to Brewton, this YMCA. These kids in the afternoon, the parents can drop them off. They don't have to worry about them. They go on in the morning time to preschool. They drop them off, pick them up around 5. Matter of fact, I don't know what I'd do without it. Back in 2016, and the doctor told me, said, if you weren't exercising at that Y and going like you do, said, I don't know if you would have made it. I tell people all the time at church, you know, well, you need to come on join the Y. If you don't join the Y, join somewhere, exercise. I met some good friends up here. I really have. And I'm Andrew Walton. Thanks for my Y.
I'm not from Brewton, but being a part of Brewton, starting off here, it was like the best thing that I could ever, as far as for my grandboys, for them to be here. He was 3 years old when he started, and he'll be 6 years old in a couple of months. And so I have 2 grandboys here. One, they have been magnificent with my 2 boys. Just to get them started, get my oldest grandson started for K4. First off, being a Christian facility, that was number 1 top priority for me. And they love on them, and they take really great care of them while they're here. They have a great communication system when it comes to getting in contact with the grandparents and the parents. And they protect these babies while they're here. It's very important for the parents when it comes to looking for a job and have the safe place here like they have to be able to work and not have to worry about their children. My relationship with the YMCA is just not with my grandchildren. I am a member of the YMCA, and so just to be able to come here to exercise, to be able to just go and walk on a treadmill, and you're in a safe place, and that's some of my connection. We have been members of the Y for years. I am Marshela Lovelace Evans, and thanks for my Y.
By investing in the future of your YMCA, You supply quality childcare for young families. You offer programs where children learn teamwork, sportsmanship, and the rules of the game. You are the primary source where people learn to swim. You provide training for teens and adults to improve their health and fitness. You create a safe place for seniors to gather, stay active, and grow. You make our community more attractive for new families. You help local businesses recruit and retain employees. You ensure a place where all generations can come together to create community. We celebrate the past 33 amazing years from the first groundbreaking. Now, it's time to reinvest into that original vision as we launch into Building a Great Today and a Better Tomorrow campaign.